So, thank you for tuning in to Regina Young and the Zy Boys Resource Center. So, I have been up about all night long, really, watching the videos for coronavirus. And, a lot of people were wondering about a coronavirus. They wanted to know, was this a way to, like, because everybody's calling it, like, a panic, like, a stampede, like, a rush. Did it overdo it? Are people being used as guinea pigs? Because we already know, if you watch all the other videos that I did, that pretty much Donald Trump and them were told in December 2019 about it and chose not to really tell the public. So we know about that. And then you heard in January what Donald Trump had said about how he didn't think it was a big deal, pretty much. It was only 15 versus how many it could have been. So they didn't really take it seriously. So then you hear that in February they encouraged everyone to start doing stuff so the spread wouldn't be as bad, and nobody did. And then finally in March the 16th, they pretty much shut down the whole United States in like one day worldwide. So now the question is, how bad is this coronavirus? Like, are they really brushing it up and blowing it up? Because we know people do die from the flu. We know people die from pneumonia. We know that people die from, Ebola. So we do know that there was different things that people die from. And if you look, every time that we come close to election, there's a crisis. And usually it is a virus. Some people are starting to wonder, did they do this virus on purpose? Was it a way to get rid of people? Was it a way to lower the amount of people on the earth? Are we over capacitated where it comes to people? Because there is a big thing about people saying that more and more people are buying houses. There's less farmland. Some people are wondering if there's going to be land. A lot of older people are living beyond the years that they thought they were going to live. That's why they increased the number for as Social Security benefits, because could file and get all your benefits at 62, I believe, and then it went to something about if you waited until 63, you got a little extra. Now it's like they want you to retire at 65, and if you want all your benefits, it's best to retire at 67. So, a lot of people are starting to wonder about this coronavirus and wonder, like, are we really, really overdoing it? Are people running around buying all the toilet paper, paper towel, and hand sanitizer, masks, gloves, robes, apron, in vain? Is it really necessary? Or is this virus only going to affect people that would die anyway if they would have got pneumonia, the flu, or something like that? I hear people saying don't trust the food. Believe it or not, if you're buying meat in the grocery store today, right now, you have more of a chance, in my personal opinion, that meat is affected with coronavirus than you buying the canned goods that have an expiration date of 2020 and 2021, because that stuff was already packed. And even though a canned good might say expires, I don't know, March 2020, that just means, in my opinion, that it's best used by that date. But you still have time. There are some people saying canned goods are good for 5 years. I don't really know. I would have to look it up to really tell you the answer, to see what it says on social media. But some people are wondering, is this coronavirus really a mistake? Because it started in China, and we all know in China, at one point in time, you can only have 2 kids. So they did say China population had increased a lot. So was it meant to decrease the population? Or was it something formed together? Because now people are saying that there's no cure, there's no vaccine, there's no nothing. But it gives scientists a great opportunity to study people. So did they wait for this to really blow up and get real bad so they'll have a way to study people? It's like they've been studying cancer for decades and there's still not a cure. Now they're saying they don't know if they ever have a cure for this. Listen in.
Deemed essential and how they are working. We talk about a return to work, but a number of people didn't leave work. What can be learned
And this is from
from the experiment
PBS
that they've already
News
been through?
Hour from April the 14th,
Suzanne Clark,
2020.
the other thing is who pays for this? I mean, some of these businesses are going to be coming back. They're going to be turning the lights back on, but with a much tighter payroll situation.
Small business pays for it, and the people
question?
in the community pays for it.
It's really complicated. How is it all going to be paid for? One of the things that we've been looking at, for example, goes back to childcare. If you're having social distancing so you can accept fewer children or you need more adults, does that mean less revenue across more expenses? So how do you make that stretch? And I think it's going to require more aid. I think it's going to require, both at the federal level and at the state level, some assistance. We know that some businesses will get back to work faster than others. It may be a while before people are comfortable going into big crowded places again. So businesses that rely on mass numbers of people might need more aid and more assistance. But I have to say there's a bit of optimism too, right? We're seeing a type of resilience and a coming together in a community that is really a beautiful thing, I think, for this country. So, if Mr. Rogers used to say, look for the helpers, I think we're also looking for the innovators, the scientists, the doctors, but also the business leaders and how they can innovate. Whenever there's a great time of disruption, there's also a big period of innovation. I was lucky. Yesterday, I interviewed a Harvard epidemiologist who said, one of the things about getting through this surge and this peak is that we'll give the doctors and scientists a minute to look at the data and learn from it. What did they see? Were children transmitting the disease? What did the immunities look like, et cetera? And that gives me hope that there's more learning and maybe quicker learning to come.
No question about it. Hopefully, we're all going to be learning a lot from this experience. Suzanne Clark with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
So, did they wait for this virus to really spread and kill all of these people so they'll be able to study them? Because we know in New York, they're saying that there's a truck that has all these dead bodies of people that potentially, or it's written on their paperwork that they died from coronavirus. So, like, what was the real plan? Was there a plan? Is this intentionally? Do you think they did this on purpose? Was this a way to lower the amount of people that live in? I know that a lot of people are having babies left and right, but if you're home all day long and you're not leaving the house and you're just sitting around with your loved one, what do you think they're doing all day? Yes, thousands and thousands of people have died, but I guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of people giving birth December or January 2021. Do you hear me? Because there was nothing for them to do. They're home all day long. They argue, they fight, they break up, they make up. But part of me wonders what was the whole meaning for them not telling the public about the coronavirus when they first knew about it from China December 2019. Everybody wants to blame China, and I understand why, but if you're driving down the highway and I'm in the car with you, and I tell you, hey, look, a car's coming, and you don't swirl or swing over, and we know that the car's still coming our way, and we go head on, is it their fault? Is it your fault? Is it both of y'all's fault? Could have been prevented? There's a possibility. You'll never know because you never moved. My name is Regina Young, and I'm with Regina Young and the Zy Boys Resource Center. Comment below, tell me what you think, share, like, and watch all our videos about coronavirus. Some of them, you might learn some very detailed stuff. Some of this stuff in here is very juicy. I'm learning stuff every day. Besides that, stay at home and be safe. All right?